game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive. At the 25. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. He's got Fuller. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Again, Herbert. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Herbert throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute.
Touchdown, Chargers! Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers 7, Chiefs nothing. Dustin Hopkins with the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. The Chiefs are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he's got some space here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second down and 8. Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. On the return, Carter. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try the right side with Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. It's Eckler again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Herbert on third down now. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Eckler. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward, as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second and goal, Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Mahomes going to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. They'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
43! 43!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Dancing to his left. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime, intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
After almost signing with Kansas City last offseason, Juju Smith-Schuster actually left Pittsburgh for KC this year as a free agent. He'll be one of the top targets for KC's offense this year as he chases his second career 1,000-yard season. Always reliable, operating out of the slot. Look for him to catch plenty of balls, as we just saw there.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium,
All eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert now. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 39, Herbert. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Herbert on first down now. Williams brings it in. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Herbert. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. And that's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he comes back with 1 complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Easy.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of the 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both your pins in this last My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room. Maybe a tryout or 2 for those guys who missed him.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes, right side. The 40, 20, 10, 5. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And a big turning point here in the 2nd half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Second down at 5. Now it's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He got the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you? No. I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Herbert back to the air. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 8 yards to go on second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and goal from the 1. Once more, here's Eckler. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The 71 yards rushing here for Edwards-Helaire. It's a 1st down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Eckler, they run left side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. So this one's over. It's in the win column.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers.